Hey gamers! So with the release of Fnaf Into the Pit on the horizon, a game based on, I believe, the first of the short story books, if I'm not wrong, coming soon, I thought to myself, I should really play through these games, because as a person who has been consuming Fnaf content since I was in middle school, and I'm now graduated from college, I have never 100% complete a single Fnaf game. The best I've done is like night 4 in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Like, that's the best I've done. So I have a goal, right? I wanted to beat every single Fnaf game so that when Into the Pit comes out, I am prepared, I have beaten the games, I am ready to be good at a Fnaf game. There's just one problem. I did this on Twitch and I did not realize it, but you know that little glitchy effect that they do on the cameras and on everything in this game to make it look old and shitty? You know what it did make look old and shitty? My entire setup, as it plunged my bitrate into turbo hell. So that footage isn't really usable. But what I can do is teach you guys how to do what was my favorite part of 100%ing this game. Beating 20 mode. And I'll let you guys in on a little secret. It's not actually that hard. As long as you use the modern strategies, beating 20 mode is not that bad. And so that's what we'll be doing today. I will show you how to beat 20 mode. I'm just gonna call it 420 mode. That's funny, right guys? I will teach you how to beat 420 mode using the modern strategies, and hopefully you'll be able to beat it too. I want to show off the strategy that I ended up using to beat this. The strategy that, in my opinion, is the best one for you to use if you modern day still want to go back and beat this old hard mode. And I also want this out there because I do want to play through all the FNAF games, and it's unfortunate that my playthrough of FNAF 1 got so corrupted, but I still want to have this one there so I can move right on to FNAF 2 and not have to beat the whole thing over again for a video. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is right immediately move your camera to cam 4B. And now from here, we do this. Check one light. Flip up, flip down the camera as fast as possible. And then check the other light. This is the strategy. Now, the reason that... Ooh. The reason that we flip the camera up and down constantly is so that if Foxy is essentially to stall Foxy. Oh, Jesus. Okay, he's gone. Now, the problem with this strategy, there's only one way to check on Foxy, and that is to close the right door and then check on Foxy, because otherwise we cannot afford for a single second to take our camera off of Freddy, because as soon as camera is no longer on Freddy, he is going to try to enter the room, and if that door is open, then he can just do it, right? Now you might be thinking, well then Maxim, when should I check on Foxy? Because that is the main problem in this night. With this strategy, you minimize the problems with Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, but Foxy, you kinda have to go out of your way to check on Foxy. And going out of your way to check on Foxy disrupts the whole strategy, right? So the way that I have measured to do it, very unscientifically, I just like to check on Foxy around 3 a.m. and while Chica is at the door. Because when Chica comes to the door, you have a reason to close the right door anyway. So it is in my opinion, optimal time to take that extra little bit and look at Foxy. And you want to be as quick with your light checks as possible and keep the doors closed for as little time as possible, because obviously we really are concerned about our power here, you know, because we always have this camera flipped up, you know, like that. We're losing power there. We're checking the lights really consistently, right? And when Foxy comes, inevitably will be a little bit screwy. We're getting close to 3 a.m., I hope. And when we get to 3 a.m., we're just gonna look for an opportunity where Chica is at the door to go check on our buddy Foxy and see what Foxy's up to. And if we die at any point here, I'm just gonna bring it back to where we are now. I'm a little concerned about our power right now. We're at about 50%. It's 3 a.m. now. I think Chica is there. Okay, so now we can go check on Foxy. So Foxy is close. Now this is the struggle right now. I'm gonna check again. He's still there. Okay, still there. Okay. So now that we've had Foxy come, you have to make a very important decision for yourself. And for me, that decision is Foxy will never come again. I will just hard assume Foxy is never coming back. And I'm just gonna do this. And just run out the rest of my time carefree from Foxy. The real problem in this run is getting past that first Foxy. Because I feel like the chances of you encountering Foxy never in the strategy is pretty slim. You've really got to be careful about your Foxies. But past that first one, I mean, if you just got 2 in a row, you're just unlucky. And that's the thing about 2020 mode, is that while this strategy is, I would say, an objectively superior strategy to most others, no strategy is going to be free of problems. Because this game, especially like the 2020 mode in this game, was built with like no intention of it like properly being beaten at a time of being built, unlike later ones where they were kind of like understood that there would have to be a possible way to do it. This one's just rough. Just a struggle bus all the way through. so we're at 5 a.m. with 14% power. Just to check. Oh yeah, we're fine. And always, always, always make sure that after checking on Foxy, for the love of God, make sure you're back on the right camera. Because nothing hurts more than accidentally not clicking on the right camera and then just fucking the run. Because nights in FNAF 1 are long. They're long nights. And when you screw up on a long night, it feels really bad, man. Alright, so we're getting down to the dregs of our power here. Gonna do this. I'm just gonna leave the power for my last couple seconds here. And there we go. Didn't even have to rely on RNG at the end to get it right. Just a pretty damn good strategy. And there you go. So, I mean, if that's helpful to you or interesting, try it for yourself, man. It's genuinely kind of cool to say, hey, you know, I beat 2020 mode, right? You know, like it's always been one of those hard challenges. So to get it done, it's kind of fun. All right, back to past Maxim. I lied. I'm actually future Maxim. I just recorded that. So, I mean, there we go. The strategy is not flawless. There is 100% ways to fuck it up. Number one, checking Foxy and then not putting it back on the right camera. You say, ooh, I'd never make that mistake. But you know, 2020 mode is stressful. So, I'm not pointing fingers. Okay, might have been me. Okay, sometimes you just accidentally click the camera above camera 4B, and if you do that, you lose. If you ever screw up with specifically Freddy, it will almost definitely mean the end of your run. But hey, thanks for watching. I mean, genuinely really fun to learn this particularly hard challenge. Thank you to the folks that were in my live stream despite the low bitrate. I promise I'll fix it for the next time, but they were actually the ones that taught me this strategy in the first place, so thank you to them. And hey, if you like it, let me know, and I will come back and do a proper video 100%ing FNAF 2. So thank you. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever you're at. Doesn't matter. Just have a good one, and I will see ya for whatever I choose to do next. Take care.